Since launching my business about 4 years ago, it has been a real roller coaster of highs and lows. But I have been able to solve every roadblock I came across. And I credit this to two things: my organizing skills and my creative thinking. In this video, I'm going to share real examples and my techniques of how I brainstorm to problem solve. But first, let me introduce myself. I'm Sabrina and I'm the creator of L'Atelier Co-working and the Focus Journal. I am always looking for the best ways to optimize and organize my business and personal life, which is why I have created Tidy Living. If you want to get inspiring content and tips, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to get notified on upcoming videos. My problem-solving technique is simple. The first step is to identify and pinpoint the problem and really find out where it is coming from. I start by writing down my initial thoughts, but then I ask why questions until I get an aha moment. Oftentimes, you have to dig a lot to get to the root of the problem. And without getting to the root of the problem, you can't really solve it. My first roadblock when I started my co-working business was to get people through the doors. I felt so embarrassed on the first day when my business was open and no one walked in. You know that feeling of no one showing up to your party? Well, it sucks, and this is exactly how it felt like. Except that instead of a party, the stakes were much higher. So I asked myself, why aren't people coming? Why would people not come to a new place? My aha moment was that people weren't coming not because my space wasn't good enough, but because no one wanted to take a chance on a new business. So here was my thought process. For people to trust the business, I needed to show that it was already successful and that there was already a community being built. I needed to capture a lot of people using this space and looking happy and use these photos as social proof. So I threw a big event and posted it on Facebook, and I called it Free Work and Mingle Day, and I targeted freelancers. This event filled every single spot at the space, and I jumped on the opportunity to take as many pictures as I could. This only lasted one day. I still needed to find ways to get people to come back. Which brings me to my second approach to problem solving: digging through past experiences that have helped you or someone else you know solve a similar problem. This is where creative problem solving kicks in. To me, creative thinking is making connections in your brain that are not immediately obvious. So I asked myself, when in my past have I solved a similar problem of people not showing up? Remember when I said people not coming to my space felt a lot like throwing a party and no one showing up? To solve this problem, I dig through my memories all the way back to high school and remembered what techniques I used to get people to show up to my parties back then. And that was making sure that the popular kids would show up. So that was my creative problem solving for my business. I went to look for what you call opinion leaders. There were two entrepreneur girls I knew who were very active on social media. If I was able to show that these girls found value in my space, others would follow too. This is what helped the space get a good reputation from the beginning and attracted more and more clients until I had enough social proof that no one was afraid to sign up anymore, and I gained more and more confidence in my own offerings. So to recap, to find solutions that work, you need to 1. Get to the root of the problem by asking a ton of why questions, and 2. Think of times you or someone else you know solved a similar problem. Let me know what you think of these techniques by commenting down below. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and check out my other videos. I'll see you in the next one.